All right, so it's day 2. You have selected your perfect client that you want to attract more of, or subset of people that you work with. Now what I'm going to do is give you some journaling prompts, okay? So pull out your Google Doc, pull together maybe a Notion doc, or get a pad of paper, however it is that you process this information. And I want you to choose that one person or one group of people that you work with and ask yourself these questions. What questions do people ask me about my industry? So when somebody's thinking about working with me, what are the questions that always come up for them? That's great to write a blog post about. And then if people ask you, you just send them to the blog post. What do people need to know in order to start working with me? Or what do they need to know about the course that I'm selling in order to buy it and implement it properly? What misconceptions do people have about working together? And I'll explain how all of these would apply to my business in a minute, so that might also help you kind of see how this works. What myths do people believe about what I do? Or if you're a coach, you might think of this as what limiting beliefs do people have about what it is that I do? What outcomes would people get from learning from me, buying from me, hiring me? What exactly is it that they are hoping to get at the end of the line? So sometimes for some of us, this is more tangible. If you're a web designer, they want a website, right? And for some of us like coaches, they may have different feelings that they want. I want to feel more confident. I want to be able to ask for a raise, right? It might not be something tangible that they can hold in their hands, but it might be something that they can share with others or something they can learn about themselves. And also, what's holding them back from working with me, hiring me, purchasing my product? Again, this comes into some of those limiting beliefs if you're a coach, but also maybe they don't have the money together, or maybe they don't have the time to do a thing. So some of your content can work towards helping people figure out how they can work with you. I know that for most of my ideal clients, and I'm hoping there's some of you out there that resonate with what I'm about to say, and you might be my ideal client, and that's awesome. Most of my ideal clients want to get themselves off that social media hamster wheel. They feel a little bit dependent on Facebook ads and LinkedIn posts and Instagram stories, and they, instead of being so time sensitive in what they're creating, they want to be able to get consistent leads coming into their business regularly without needing to always be on, right? So when I move through these questions, I get ideas of posts that I can write. So for the FAQs, one of the questions that I get most often is, how long does SEO take? I haven't written about that yet, shockingly, in 7 years of writing about SEO, because it's a hard question. So over the course of this video series, I'm going to actually write that post and show you how it goes. So how long does SEO take is a very common question with a very nuanced answer. Another question I get a lot is like, do I need to have a blog in order to do well in SEO? No, you don't. You just need to be able to create something that people can get on your website. So I'll talk a little bit about that down the line too, I'm sure. But if you have case studies or product reviews or anything can be content on your website, it doesn't have to be a blog, but you do have to create something. Misconceptions. People will sometimes think like, oh, my web designer already set up my SEO on my site. Maybe they did some of that initial work. They installed a plugin. They, made sure that it was mobile optimized, but SEO is kind of an ongoing process. It's much more like going to the gym and working out regularly than it is just buying a couch and putting it in your house and it's done forever. There's some myths that you can just shove keywords in a blog post and you'll rank for it. It's a lot more nuanced than that, and it's a lot more to think about than just grab a keyword, shove it in, and suddenly you'll be number one for that term. If it was that easy, we would all just have the same word over and over again on our websites. What outcomes are my people looking for? They want more consistent traffic to their website, and they want higher quality leads coming in, people who are qualified, who already know a little bit about their businesses. They want to have that coming in automatically instead of needing to go out and find those people. They want more kind of inbound traffic as opposed to outbound. You need to push out new information. And what's holding my people back? tech overwhelm. A lot of the times they think, oh, it sounds so complex. I don't know if I can do it myself. I probably need to hire somebody to do it for me, but I don't trust people. I don't know what outcomes I'm looking for, right? There's a little bit of fear of hiring. Some people think that SEO, because there are so many people out there that will just cold email you and be like, I get you to top of Google in 20 minutes, right? Like they think that it's a little bit of snake oil. And my people also have really limited time in their calendar. And so they think that this is a big time commitment that they won't be able to commit to it. So I could write blog posts about any of those examples that I just gave you, how you need to be consistent with your SEO. I could write a whole blog post about it. Or how SEO will get you different traffic than social media. I could write a blog post about any of those FAQs, misconceptions or myths, outcomes people want, things that are holding them back. Any of those topics could help me bring in more people who will then find me, trust me, want to work with me. So your homework for today: yesterday you chose that subset or person that you want to attract more of. Today, go through these journaling prompts. What are the FAQs, the misconceptions, the outcomes, the limiting beliefs or things that are holding them back from working with you, and just create a list. However you create a list. And then tomorrow we will select one of those and we'll start to look at how that would work in Google search traffic for your business. So I will see you then.